Involve me, you way they use iPhone XR, everyone laughed. It was a girls' night, all the girls gathered round smiling and playing games. Involve me, you way marry, but still be like single mother. In fact, single mother better pass your own. The room went quiet. The laughter died slowly, like a song fading out. Cynthia's throat tightened. She looked down at her baby. She had carried her baby to the party. All of them were mothers, or at least most of them. Many of their husbands were at home taking care of the children. But Cynthia. Her husband had said he was too tired to stay with their child. Like always. Cynthia quietly stood up and left. Cynthia wasn't a single mother. She was married. But just like Ogie had joked, and like everyone knew, she was living worse than a single mother. She now looks stressed and older than her age. Then, when she was younger, people adored her, lecturers, classmates, strangers who saw her on the road. After she got married and she gave birth, things were fine at first, then things began to change. Her once bright eyes were always tired. Her body, still beautiful, carried the weight of sleepless nights and constant stress. Dania always had an excuse. I'm tired. Work is stressful. You know I don't know how to bathe a baby. You women are better at this thing. But they both had jobs and it is time for things to change. For 2 weeks, she planned. Daniel didn't come home once in those 2 weeks. He sent money. She didn't shout about it. She didn't threaten divorce. She didn't cry in front of anyone. She just planned quietly. She calculated. On the day Daniel finally came back home, she had already made up her mind. He opened the door, expecting the usual, Cynthia shouting, complaining that he'd been gone for so long, demanding explanations. But that evening, he met a different version of her. She hugged him lightly, collected his bag, and served him food. No nagging. No questions. No tears. The baby was already fed and sleeping in the room. He ate. He took a bath. He relaxed. He assumed this meant Cynthia had finally calmed down. Maybe she had adjusted to her role. That night, when Daniel went to bed, he slept deeply. When his breathing turned slow and steady, she got up quietly and left. The next morning, Daniel woke up. Cynthia. Where's my food? Silence. He had to carry the baby and look around. The house was strangely empty. He checked every room in the house, calling her name louder each time, but deep down, he already knew. She was gone. He dialed her number. Switched off. He called again. Switched off. He went to Cynthia's mother, opened the door, saw him holding the baby and a bag, and she shook her head. Carry your child, she said. You people think wife means slave. Today, you will understand. She closed the door. He went to his own parents' house another day, trying again to drop the baby. His mother looked at him, pity in her eyes, but she didn't take the baby from him. You will learn, she said softly. The way Cynthia has been doing it, you too will do it. Daniel had no choice. He asked colleagues questions he never thought he would ask. He stumbled, he failed, he cried. But slowly, painfully, he started to learn. He woke up at night to feed the baby. He carried her when she cried. He cleaned the house. He cooked. And in those long, exhausting nights, he understood, this was what Cynthia had been living with. Cynthia. She was living her best life. Going shopping and partying. But a part of her craved her child and she decided to go and check if things had changed. Her husband opened the door immediately she knocked. I deserved what you did, he said. I acted like having a child was only your responsibility. But after you left, I saw what you've been going through. I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. Cynthia watched him, expression unreadable. I didn't live to punish you, she said calmly. I left to save myself. To remind you that I'm not a machine. I'm a human being. Who needs help, who deserves rest. He nodded, eyes wet. Cynthia set out a new rule on how they would take turns caring for the baby and the house, and her husband agreed immediately. She taught him how to take care of the child properly, and they even grew closer and happier. They became the couple that people envy. As they lived happily ever after.